Welcome back to MakeShifts SMP, where in the last episode I really wanted to get gold and netherite automated, but I was only able to do one of them. For netherite, I ended up on a big long adventure with the matter, and I wonder if anyone's bought anything.
I do distinctly remember saving 6 netherite for myself, which is still here. Of course, it's in my ender chest. And not to spoil too much, but you're gonna have to stick around to the end to find out what all of this is about. I do also remember putting 60 in stock and leaving 1 primed in the system. And a 59, so someone did buy a single piece of netherite.
To be fair though, I should have expected that. It has been less than 48 hours since I put up this temporary shop, and in all honesty, not even I am dressed in proper netherite gear just yet. But I think I have a solution for that.
My dearest Y, my soul lies bruised and torn. Death claims me ere my courage finds its breath. Through peril's grasp I wander, lost and forlorn.
Well, the order is written, and the cost is 270 diamonds. So that's actually, what, 30 diamond blocks? I'm okay with that price. It's a little bit expensive, but that's okay. Oh, and yeah, you don't get to read this armor order. Well, I will read it out to you. Go watch this video. For now, both of these things can go in this barrel here. And I want to send this over to mail Y. So there we go. Mail Y, send. Oh wait, both of these, send. Perfect system. Goodbye, package. And walking this way brings me to this episode's focus, the up-and-coming shopping district. You see, this entire region here, and perhaps even some of it over here, is going to be our shopping district. And for now, we only have a couple shops. Giselle's has a concrete and honeybee things shop, and Y has a complex of shops in this space here. And the rest of the shops, which will go everywhere else, would need some sort of way to automatically get stocked from, well, the surrounding areas and factories that people set up. And so, today I would like to create some sort of centralized logistics system that can take packages from a train station over here and distribute the packages to their appropriate locations in the shopping district for all future shops to benefit from. To prepare for this, a few packages full of train tracks, and a toolbox automatically stacked with everything I need to make trains. And I can get going towards the shopping district, because of course the first thing you ever do with any project is to deforest the land. There we go, much nicer. Next up, we're gonna continue this road, the central road, further north. So that means I gotta dig out all of this underneath these train tracks and replace it all with asphalt. Fortunately for me though, Vi has created this deployer doohickey that can do this automatically, except I seem to be unable to work it. Can I kind of just touch it and have it go through? Yes, I can. Oh, I think I'm just a little bit laggy. Yes. Perfect. And I mean, a little bit further, because this is going to be a big old parking lot. Exactly like this. And even the local fauna appreciates it. The turtles have been relocated though, because this is going to be the official parking lot for all of the vehicles picking up packages from a warehouse down here. I am simply in the process of, putting down the train tracks to figure out where I can connect these two and where the parking bays can be. And I promise me doing this on the surface will make a lot of sense really, really soon. Or in hindsight, I could just tell you all. Well, for one, I would need to lay all of this out anyways, and it's much easier to do it once and then just schematic everything and paste it underground. And the other reason is what I just said. The train tracks will be underground, which means I have to dig them out, which means it's much easier to do automatically, using a train, much like on a tunnel board. As far as this parking lot is concerned, this sort of layout allows me to have incoming robots go and hit a train station at the end here and then back into their respective parking stalls, which makes it so that when they leave, they're facing the appropriate direction and traveling on the right hand side of the road, which is our chosen norm. And frankly, I think it's time for me to start digging. I already have a little toolbox set up for train stuff, and I'm about to set up a tiny little wagon sort of dealio that has drills on both sides, except underground. So to make a train, you basically just say create a new train, and then you can use a train casing and click on the blue thing right there. And if it shows up like this as a bogey, you know if you've done it correctly. Now generally you'd then proceed to build everything out and put train controls on this and blah blah blah. But in my case, I'm actually going underneath all this, so, one moment, please. Ah, yes, much better. Train tracks that defy physics. I can now start placing these blocks down and make a hook sort of drill attachment that goes underground. And I'm trying to locate the approximate center of this, and we have decided to go 4 blocks beneath the surface. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll probably placed on a certain number of drills, 40 drills, 20 on this side, 20 on the other, so I can drive this back and forth and dig everything out. I've just got to super glue it all together first, so let's do the drill side, and then over on the top I have to super glue everything into the bogey. Following that up with a seat and a set of forward facing controls, and the easiest way to do that would be to just get in the seat first, and these also get super glued into the train. Boop. I should now be able to move this forward and start drilling. Wait a minute, I think I've missed a step here. I need to add storage to this. And to do that, you park it at the train station, so as you're controlling the train, you can press spacebar to approach the station. That bar at the bottom makes you park perfectly every time. Disassemble, and now this is back in the assembly mode. Thankfully, I have a toolbox full of walls. I think all of this can happen over a montage. You know, I really thought that this would have been more interesting than it actually is, but you know what is actually interesting? The number of people who signed up to the Patreon. Look at their names go by right now. Pretty cool, innit? That actually didn't take too long at all, and it's now already time to get on over to the other side. And there does happen to be an elevation change here, which makes it really difficult for me to merge from this side into that side, but that's something I can just hide underneath the surface. For now though, I have to carry this guy all the way across to there, and fortunately for me, trains can be relocated by right-clicking and moving around like so. And there's a 16 block limit, so if I go too far away, it cancels itself, but this is really nice. And now it's just more of this for me. I mean, I'm currently in the process of digging, and I'm slightly concerned about Y's little afterlife thing over here. But it does seem like this straight line will just about miss it over here. I am also concerned about this, but this is 5 blocks wide, and it shouldn't clip the corners, but I couldn't be so sure. Especially the subscribe sign. The subscribe sign will be in deep trouble. Uh-oh. I should probably let Y know about this. Oh, hello. I'm currently in the process of doing this little alleyway for you, and guess what's directly underneath us?
Oh, yeah, you can't clip through it. It's an entity. You can't hurt it.
Okay, just making sure, cause
You just lay the track right through. Now, if I
also,
ever have to do maintenance, I'm fricked, but whatever.
exactly. You heard it here first, folks. It is not my problem. Y said it himself. He also recommended I do like a turnaround, like a wider turnaround. I guess I'll just show you. Like this. In fact, this is exactly how a semi would turn. Y's words, not mine. Where you would come out and take the wider turn around the street and go back in. Makes sense to me. Hold on, I
There you
wasn't
go.
recording. Is that
Okay.
the armor I requested? No, I'm recording now. This is all going in the video.
Hand delivered, just to you. Bada bing.
Hold on, it's a little bit loud here. Can we take this outside?
Yep.
Hold on, it's really heavy
Put
apparently.
it down so I can hand deliver it.
Oh, of course, yeah, sure. There you go.
Yeah. Hand delivered,
Yay!
just for you.
Yay! Wait, no axe.
And I just
I thought
you said-
there was gonna be an axe. Cause like that's my axe right
You
now.
paid for 30 diamond blocks, which is 5 diamond blocks per, and that would be. I mean, I can
guess,
enchant this axe. Just throw.
Yeah,
in
that
5 more
just
diamond
works. Yeah,
blocks.
I mean, just enchant it, I guess. I don't have the levels or anything. Just put it in an enchantment table and bring it. Let's see what I get.
Oh, I don't
Like a draw.
actually have enough experience for that. I just used a metric frick load of experience to make that. I'm literally
You know
out.
what?
That's
It's-
why the
it's
Blaze Farm is
fine.
running.
It's fine. I'll do it
So-
myself.
I'll put that back.
Yay, thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Uh-huh. And now you can't die. Also, I just found out that you also can't wind charge. I'm taking blast protection off my clothes now.
One quick chat with Fight later, and good lord, look at all this. Protection, blast protection, fire protection, projectile protection, mending, swift sneak, feather falling. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. It's all of the enchantments, in fact. It was expensive, but I think it was worth it. Oh, and yeah, I did get help planning out the city too, so yay. And then for the rest of the day, my time was spent making roads, planning out new roads, watching time go by quite literally one block at a time, and then laying down the rails that go on top of them, driving my drilling machine through, Did I mention I had to drive my drilling machine? Oh, and yeah, that's how fast it is. I wonder what Kesa in the driver's seat is thinking right now. You know what? He's absolutely correct. You should like and subscribe so you don't miss future content because I have really big plans for the area. Almost 4 hours later. This took too long. And this is a little too close. But yeah, it is done. The next phase for this project happens to be lighting up the tunnels and then moving all of these train tracks underneath the ground and actually putting in real intersections at the bottom with proper signaling. Oh, and yeah, this is a really efficient mob farm apparently because every time I'm in the area, all the mobs just sort of crowd in here. Y was kind enough to hand over a package full of frostlights for me to use to light up the entire tunnels, and suffice to say I've gone ahead and done that off camera. And I've also realized that I don't actually need to get rid of the water because it doesn't interact with the trains that'll eventually pass through here. That being said, the trains need tracks, and that is my next step, so here goes another few hours of my life. I'll see you on the other side. Microsoft Azure was down yesterday, which means I was unable to actually play the game at all or sign into any of the servers. But it's the day after next in real life, and all of the tunnels are done. Literally, it took me only a few hours. Every single tunnel is done, and I did also clear out the water on that side. The water on this side is a problem for later case actually. Yeah, let's just lay it all out on the surface beforehand, just so it's all planned out, you know, because of course you should plan it out first. It would be so helpful. It's totally not going to be a problem when you have to like rip everything out just because you can't have train tracks on the road now, can you? At least the pickaxe is nice and fast. Thanks, Y. Wait, I think this is genuinely the last little bit of track I'm breaking. Okay, this didn't take too long. Just had to run around one time. And now with the roads a little bit cleaner, I can take a train connection from over there and start running it down the length of this here road. And basically it'll go all the way further. I believe I'm facing north here and eventually meet up with the train line that'll go around the island and also down here. And since we're coming off of the right hand side, I believe somewhere along here would be a train station that'll be a shopping district drop off. So we are choosing to abbreviate this as SD, and we're going to call this train station, can I please just call it, yeah, there we go, SD underscore asterisk, I guess. Sure, it's all temporary. It's all just planning. So this thing comes out, stuff gets picked up here, and put into a building. And I need to plan a little bit more because I have no plans for the building behind me. Hold on, let me see if I can find some inspiration. And inspiration I did find in the form of the image behind me on Pinterest. Now, this image has all the hallmarks of being AI generated, and personally I do happen to hate that, but it is the inspiration I found, and I have an opportunity to make it my own. So here goes nothing. I really like the idea of the walkway being held up by a bunch of archers, so I went and did that first. copy pasted them around, built the walkway, and then I'm trying to figure out a particular shape or design that makes sense. So of course you need stairs to go up, and then the entryway and the towers need to surround it. And my build is a square, so of course it has 4 towers, and the entrance is in the middle. I'm choosing to put a clock there, but the heights and the windows are all up in the air at the moment. Except, Haysot doesn't know this yet, but he's about to mess up.
And in that exact moment, by copy pasting a copycat byte into a copycat block using Axiom, I created a crash loop on my world, which means I couldn't load into it for a while. Whoops. After a couple days of struggling with my internet connection as well as just being busy overall, I can finally get in survival and placed on the schematic. What schematic? This one right here. It takes a moment to load in, but here you go. And as it turns out, a 51 by 51 square is the perfect size to fill in all of these gaps. And this is actually fitting perfectly. I counted it out. These lanes are 31 wide and it's 10 blocks across. I figured, hey, I might as well add 10 on this side, mirror it, and then just make the entire build a square. And perfect size. Anyways, it's time for some material gathering because this one's a big one. Let's see how badly I messed up by building in creative once again. Only 12 pages for the entire thing? And last time I was angry about 12 pages, it was just a corner. Yeah, this isn't all that bad. The granite as well as the bricks might be a little bit hard to do, 64 stacks, but other than that, I should be okay. While I am out here in my base, I should probably get on top of renaming these frogs to my latest Patreons. So, Fresh Hagrid, who joined recently, as well as Lotus. Lotus? I think it's wordplay. I think it's a Lotus. Welcome to the family, y'all. Thanks for subscribing to my Patreon. Wait, I think that's done. I think that's it. I just checked off the last thing in this list, I reckon, so I should be able to do this. Oh yeah, this is just the construction materials left, so that means that I should be able to put this in the world now. And that looks like it's the correct place, so I should now be able to put this in and hit the go button. I just hope it doesn't replace those blocks, which it seems like it just did. That's unfortunate. Matter, bro, why you gotta
Hi.
break stuff? What you do this time?
Me?
Yeah, it's in your base.
I guess I just fishing next to the river. I don't know.
Bro, we've been in a crash loop for the past 20 minutes. And the server keeps restarting. We're in a Discord call right now. I don't know what's up. We actually don't know what's up. The TPS is still really low. And Matter's gonna try and run an observable because you're gonna crash again in 2 minutes. That's the max tick timer, so whatever's taking up all our ticks, it'll take more than 2 minutes and it'll crash. Don't ask me how I just pulled that off. Which schematic cannon and how many ticks matter?
It's not my base.
Whose base is it?
It's 250k.
250k.
I mean, yeah, tick.
Oh wow, that is okay. That is a lot of ticks. That is 2.6 seconds of lag. No, that's 0.2 seconds of lag per tick.
Okay, I removed it and I removed the cannon as well.
Did the cannon have a schematic in it?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
the
the-
issue. Alright,
yeah,
let me restart the server.
Did I mention we were going to be building our own delivery vehicles? I've chosen this one to be mine, and it's highly likely that you don't know where this vehicle comes from. This is the Monster Trike as is being built by Grindhard Plumbing Co., another YouTube channel, and honestly, if you're a fan of watching things get built, specifically cars and the likes, I can't recommend their YouTube channel enough. This is just one of their insane projects they've been working on in the recent past, and I'm a big fan, and this is my recreation of it. And seriously though, this is pretty hard to do at this scale, and it's just barely fitting in the parking lot here. But hey, at least now I get to say I have a version of the trike for myself. Pretty cool, eh? Alright, enough looking at this pretty machine. It's time to actually have this move under its own weight. And for that, I have already gone ahead and used a train station to assemble this train. And that's why I've been able to place a single block of asphalt right there where the shaft is. Frankly, we can't even start talking about moving this train automatically without some sort of signal system. And that's why I'm here, to explain it. Signals end up doing two main things. One, they dictate which direction the train can travel in. And two, it tells the train whether or not it can even go there in the first place. So for option 1, if we want this train to go forward automatically, I want to mark this track as a forward facing track right here. And then I can look the other way and point this way because I know that the train has to back into this track as well. This little piece of track is now a two-way track. Now if you look closely, the signal telling the train to go forward is not lit up, whereas the signal allowing a train to come in is lit up. The lit up signal means that that signal will block another train from coming into this block. What's a block? It's the section of lines colored differently. So a train on yellow trying to go into green will be blocked by this signal here because this signal is blocking the forward facing direction when coming from this side. A train going from green into yellow, however, going this way will be allowed to go because the signal doesn't stop the train. To continue my signaling, I know that that train is going to get reverse parked, and for that to happen, the incoming train needs to go all the way to the end of this station right here. Let's just call this return. Once it reaches the end, however, it has to turn around, and in my experimentation, I need to leave at least 2 blocks for the train to recognize that it has a different station to go to. So let's just call this one reverse. I'm sorry, Mr. Turtle, but you gotta go. You're blocking the way here. Plus, it's not safe. It's not safe with the trains. You go enjoy the beach or something. Go have a good time. Yeah, go say hi to your family. Now that returning trains can come in here and then go back out, all the way to the end to get into the first slot, we need to make sure that this train knows that it's supposed to go this way, and then all other trains going out of there know that the track in front of them is a two-way street. So, coming back from the intersection a few blocks just to be safe, I can put this down, and as you can see, there's now a new color. Now going the other way out of our parking lot, all the trains will be facing this way, so I can delineate that with a different color too. The entirety of the rail network on the outside in the streets is signal free at the moment, which is why everything has now turned yellow. I mean, it's technically a part of the same network, so that's yellow, it goes all the way around and comes back and it's still yellow. All of this parking lot, on the other hand, is blue, and I think we should fix that by separating the incoming and outgoing lines. So we know that all the return lines will have trains traveling this way to go into their separate parking stalls, and I recognize the fact that I might not be placing these perfectly evenly, but I can fix that later. And as you can see, a brand new color has appeared. And differentiating our paths like this allows us to take advantage of the second thing signals do, and that is allowed and disallowed trains from moving. So for instance, right now, no train would try to enter that spot because it's occupied. Similarly, if this blue network was occupied by this train, like so, you'll see that every single signal over here is now active, which is telling the green network that hey, the blue network is occupied. You can't get into blue just yet until it clears the blue network signal all the way at the end. In fact, I figured I might as well just show you this while I press W slowly, and the moment I cross into yellow on the train track, you'll see the signals turn. Now, as we pull out of this parking lot and go towards the actual shopping district, you'll recognize that both sides of the train track are yellow, so it's all part of the same network. And one of the golden rules of train signaling is that there is only one train allowed per track section, and all of the yellow is a single track section, which means that the yellow track section is currently occupied. No more trains will come out of the parking lot because there is a single train somewhere in the shopping district. And we don't want that, do we? For this situation, it is somewhat important to have intermittent signals that just divide up the train track into manageable sections, but also allow a certain amount of space between all the trains. Technically, this is supposed to be at least the length of the longest train, but because we're just using simple bogies, an arbitrary distance is fine. So let's go do the first intersection, and while we drive there, we should be able to see the signals change as we drive past. We're in that block, and we leave that block, then we're in this block. And soon, hey ho, the intersection. We begin by first demarcating every single leg of this intersection and giving them their respective directions. So the trains coming down this way are heading here, and they're also continuing on the same way, and I suspect this will turn into a different color. It sure does. The trains are coming out this way, so they go here, and that makes this entire intersection green. Except there is one small problem, and it's this situation right here. A train leaving Y's little alleyway will end up on the green section, and that will close off all entries into the green section of the track. So trains going straight across that have nothing to do with this train turning right also get blocked until this intersection is cleared. The fix for this situation is much simpler than you imagine. This is the offending piece of track right here. We know that the train going straight across should not be obstructed, which means that the train going straight across should occupy a different section of track. As you can see, this one is now unlit, which means that the blue section is unoccupied and is cleared to enter. The green one is occupied, so the green entries are blocked. As this train has continued to move forward, it is helping me demonstrate the last important thing about signaling intersections. Is the fact that you should only enter an intersection if you can make it all the way through it. For instance, let's assume that this train was not just a bogie but an actual cargo train full of bogies all the way to the end full of stuff. Now, the green section is empty as soon as this train gets nudged a little bit further forward, and it's clear to go, right? Like, you can totally just drive into the green section, except, uh-oh, you're now held up by this signal here, and you're blocking the intersection. Which is where brass signals come into play. If you right-click a train signal with a wrench, you get a brass signal. Now this guy checks the section in front of its section and relays that information to you. So it's basically monitoring that signal there. The train will now be stopped at this point until the next block over is clear. And to do that, well, this guy is going to have to make a lot of further progress going towards the parking. So if I drive this carriage further forward into the green section over here, you'll see that the green section is not occupied. The yellow section is cleared, that's going into the ground. And then as a result of that, that brass signal is also now clear. The handiest thing to remember for intersections like this, where a train crosses over another train, is brass in, train out. So if you come on over to the other side, hey, there's another track crossing me here. I should convert this into a brass signal. So this piece of track is never occupied unless I can also clear this section of track. And that is pretty much all there is to this. I just have to do this for the entire network down here. And I think I'll see you on the other side once again. Oh, I completely forgot about this mess. This one's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be honest, folks, this thing is complicated enough that on second thought, I think I'll just make all the entries brass signals and then just, you know, let it be, because that way it'll pretend to be an always stop sign, and every single piece of traffic will only wait for the intersection to be free before it continues on. So all incoming traffic becomes a brass signal. That's outgoing traffic. This lane is incoming traffic. You get a brass signal. This is outgoing traffic, and that's back to incoming again. That should do it, actually. I figured I should test it first, and I did find an error. That thing was pointing in the opposite direction and was lit up, so this is now back to being blue instead of green. And as you can see, that thing is red, that thing is red, that is red, red, and red. All incoming traffic into this intersection is blocked until I clear this intersection. So, like that. When I'm successfully in the orange, which is the block after blue, all signals chaining into this intersection are unlit. The ones that are lit are now markers for the orange section, which is the unsignaled part of the track. Perfect. Now we move on. Now, assuming I've done all of that correctly, I did also go on and put in 10 fake train stations across the city so that all of these vans, vehicles, robots, drones, these guys have somewhere to go to in the city, and they'll just keep going around here randomly on a timer to simulate a little bit of traffic flow, because otherwise it'll all just look a little bit too dead unless there's a package to deliver. Yeah, I mean, sure, a randomized traffic system does sound cool in theory, but I don't have time for that. This video is late enough as is, and that randomization system is exactly what this space is reserved for. So in the interest of time, I'm skipping it and just testing manually with train schedules. I hope y'all don't mind. So let's do one right now. The first thing we would like to do is retrieve a package, and let's just call it asterisk in this case. Any package is fine. Let's just really quickly hit confirm on that and move on to delivering said package. It'll automatically go to wherever it needs to deliver it to the appropriate post box. Then let's travel to a fake station, and in this case let's just say fake 1. And where we, let's say, wait for not 5 seconds, let's just keep it 2 seconds for now. Then I can go ahead and duplicate this, and instead of going to fake 1, I would like to go to return. Yep, let's just wait for 0 seconds. I can then duplicate the return and go to reverse instead, because this will make my train turn around. I can finally then move to bay 1 back, which is the return point for bay 1. And then I can travel to bay 1 directly, where I can then, let's just say, wait for a total of 10 seconds before restarting, picking up packages from bay 1, trying to deliver them, waiting for 5 seconds, going back to fake, coming all the way back into return over there, backing out, coming to reverse, going all the way back into bay 1 back, which is this guy, and then ending up on bay 1. Thus successfully reverse parking. Alright, here's hoping this works as I suspect it to. Let's go. Let's see. Let's take this for a spin. Now, unfortunately, as we go down here, the wheels do clip the ground a little bit because of the dip in the train tracks, but that's something I'm gonna have to contend with. And I didn't expect to take a left turn here, given that I was supposed to go all the way behind or underneath Y's little shop. But that part could be a little bit wider, so could that turn. And that turn. And that turn, I guess. That also means that the turnaround at Y's is going to be a little bit squeezed as well. Let's see. As we turn left into this alleyway, fake 1 should be approaching rapidly. Here it is. The back alley corner shady deal area right beneath Afterlife. And we go around. I bet we're kicking the corner out, or kicking the back end out on that corner rather. And soon enough, we'll pull into return, back up to reverse, and go into bay 1 back. Return, reverse, and bay 1 back. Followed by bay 1. There we go, that's a full cycle right there. On the monster trike. Hell yeah. Now, the trike is technically just one of the many vehicles that we would want driving around in the city. And as for the other 4, I think it's a great idea to invite the other SMP members to build their own, really, because they all have their unique style that they're going for. I have a feeling, though, Giselle's just going to build another bee. With that being said, though, folks, this has been KSR from the MakeShift SMP, where hopefully the next episode doesn't feel like an uphill battle against technology and the world. And hey, maybe I even make a randomizer and automated train logistics? I'll see you next time. Peace out, everybody.
All right, apparently that's a dragon fight. I just got here. Oh yeah, perfect.
Hello.
Yeah, see ya, buddy. I guess I'll just stack over on this wool. I
don't know how-
mean, yeah, this is definitely like totally pre-planned and everything. Except why it's like, I'll just do it myself if you guys don't want to do it. And you know, we're here, and I am pillaring across using wooden slabs.
Fuck.
Oh, and they're already doing it. Excellent. I'm just gonna break this and walk up, because again, apparently, why couldn't wait? Why couldn't hold it in? He really just needed to do this now. It was imperative that it happened today. At this very moment.
Oh, water bucket! I forgot water bucket. Hi, bye.
I'm freaking muted. Oh my god.
Yeah, Wise got it though. Like,
I freaking
I'm
maced
just-
it. Did you see that? It knocked me up in
Yeah.
the air.
Just about time that we get her.
yeah. It's just a shame though that nobody else was here except Y. And I mean, we kind of made it in time, I guess. I'm being attacked. There we are. Yep. Well, I guess I'm walking back. Yay!
Oh, accidentally. I'm sorry.
We all caught wings
my
because it's a
wings.
looter chest. Yay! Yay!
Look at my
Yay.
wings.
Yay!
Ooh, stasis.
I'm
Okay.
surprised hitting that tower didn't do any damage to the plane. Unlike certain other historic events.
I'm going the wrong way. Oh, let's not bring
Yeah, certain strange phenomena occurred in New York at a certain point in time. Hello, good sir. Please give me your husk. Remove your skin. Thank you. I'll pick it up at the earliest.
I'm done.
Coming down.
I'm outside.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, I think I put my shoulder
so up
shells here.
in.
Nice.
I'm
Man,
down,
look
down.
up.
Up or
Look
down?
Down now. I mean,
I'm looking for name tags. There, I see name tags. You're confusing me. I'm fixing the aircraft account. Hold on. Okay, I died.
oh, no.
That's on you, actually. Because, you know, you can press shift in the aircraft to slow it down, right?
Yeah, I was slowing down, but I was trying to also maintain height. Oh crap.
Thanks for bringing my stuff back, Matter. I see a little Matter over there. Does he see me? Of course he doesn't. He doesn't even know I'm looking at him. Goofy little train. He's probably headed over to his island.